Looks like I'm here. I think so. Okay, sweet. So we will be playing Ezerath today. Ezerath's last hope. The final hope of Ezerath. But first I wanted to show my work on Jump Off the Bridge. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, I have these level keys in, and you can't really see the effect of them because I have every level unlocked. But I wanted to make a distinction between players that just unlock a level with a key and then players that actually beat a level and accomplish it. And so I added the little star in the top right, and I have to go in and add all of these for every single level. There's like an invisible object underneath the water that when you collide with it, it saves that you've completed the level, and then it shows the little dancing star there because you're a dancing star. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then none of the other levels have it right now, and then I wanted to make sure. Yeah, okay, it doesn't save it for these now. I had a bug where it would save for these ones as well, but no. Yeah, so now there is a distinction. So I can make like a hard achievement to get where you actually complete every single level, and it'll check if every level is completed. And then I have to add that manually to each level, which is a little egregious, but it was necessary because some levels don't make much sense. Like, for example, when I do the checkpoints, I have like a system set up so that if you go to like the next checkpoint level, it'll record it. But like some levels like this one, you're leaving the level technically and hitting a room transition. So I couldn't just put it in that room transition because you're still leaving the like there'd just be a lot of exceptions. There's also other weird levels like this snow level where you get knocked back into this. So that's another level that I have a problem with that. And then there's the city levels where this is the level you're on, and then technically this isn't a checkpoint, but the next level is a checkpoint. So like there's no real completion of the level. I just need to set checkpoints, and sometimes the transitions between these levels aren't the same. I have like a blue transition that you have to manually go inside of a building by pressing a button, and then I have a pink transition where if you just collide with it, you'll go through it. So yeah, I have a next room and I have a teleport door. And then even levels like the boomerangs have teleport doors. So that's these levels here. So I'm just going to have to put this invisible object like up here, so when the player collides with it, they'll technically have a level complete, and then they'll get a dancing star in the top right for that. So yeah, I might expand his dancing as well, but for now, it at least is a denotion between the people who beat it versus the people who just unlock it. Because I like the idea, accessibly wise, of I want people to experience the game as much as they can, and I know certain people are going to struggle with certain levels, and they may not care necessarily about 100% completion, but they still want to get further in the game and see it. And so I have the dynamic system of I'm hiding like these hidden keys in various levels so that you could alternatively go get a key and then just skip the level that you're struggling with, or just go way farther in if there's a particular level that you've seen that you want to get to just to see it and play it or whatever. Like, I don't care. I just want to make sure there's a distinction between people that have completed it and people who haven't. So I think that's the good towing between the line for that particular thing. I can't think of another system that works better than that. And you get a little gold star. You get a little dancing star if you complete it. So there's an advantage, you know. Can you get all the gold stars? Can you collect them all? So that's pretty funny. So yeah, and I gotta do, like I said, I gotta add this invisible object to every level. So there's like, I think on my Steam page it says there's like 30 levels in the game, but easy mode alone has like 100 levels I'm working on right now. So, well, half of them are like done, but I have to add this pink object before the level transition somewhere. I could add it up here. It doesn't really matter. And theoretically, it should delete itself if the level's already completed and shouldn't be taking up any RAM space or anything. I'll have to check that to make sure by actually making it visible instead of off screen. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I also have to make sure that the first levels themselves are, open and everything. But yeah, so just another thing to add to the list. I guess I'm glad that I got this done initially to start with, because I would have had to do some sort of annoying save data reconciliation between old versions and new versions. And I have a bunch of variables, but adding another variable to the core foundation of my dynamic level system was a little bit difficult. So I'm glad I didn't have to go through the process of like wiping everybody's progress, because I really hate that. Between every version of Jump Off the Bridge, I've maintained everyone's progress. Originally it was just a linear number that would increase, that would show whether or not you've gotten the checkpoints. Now it's like a dynamic array, and it saves each thing individually, whether or not you've gotten to it, which allows me to do some interesting warp stuff without, you technically unlocking earlier levels. And it also allows me to unlock levels dynamically. So you get to choose the level you unlock, and then I can technically, I haven't done it yet, but I could add secret levels that I think could appear between other levels later, because I have a variable for that. I'm not sure if I even want to do that, and then I'm not forced to add a level at the end of the chain. I can add a level wherever I want because it's dynamic. So there's quite a few advantages. Yeah. And then I have other variables pertaining to each level as well that I can reference. Right now, I don't have any deaths in any levels because I just reset all my save data, but it'll show your deaths per level. It'll save that. It'll save whether you've completed it or not, and it'll save whether or not it's unlocked, secret, a work in progress, etc. So, pretty cool. So then I have a thing so that I can have work in progress levels and still update the game in case there's like a bug. I can check if the levels are completed. I can reconcile between save versions. I think I got everything I pretty much need, unless there's another weird variable I want to save. But yeah, there is a upper echelon of Jump Off the Bridge progression that I have notated. So I quite like it. I think it turned out pretty good. And it's got that personality vibe I'm looking for. So anyways, to the game. We will be playing Ezerath's Last Hope. So yesterday, if you were here, we got absolutely bodied because the game crashed, which is the unfortunate thing with, super indie games, but it's fine. I only got $150,000 and then bought the next set of armor. So we're going to have to run through that again, which I think is what we're going to do. So let's talk to the mushroom guy, because we did a quest for him. So yep, he seems strong enough to help me with the quest. Let's go to the lake and start the quest. So there's some guys. His brother is like sending these dudes over here to try to attack the shopkeepers. So they're dead. And then next time we go to the forest, he's going to be in the forest. We also want to save often when we make literally any progress to prevent the game from just completely destroying all of our progress. I don't know specifically what caused it. I just entered the blacksmith to go upgrade the new sapphire armor I had got, and then the game crashed. So yeah, so what are we going to do here? We need space first off, so let's sell stuff. We actually don't need these, I can keep one. Sell that. I don't need this wizard staff. I don't need the ninja ring. I don't really need the pickaxe. I think it's like a cheap way to get money if you're like struggling or something. Yeah, I can leave it for now. Okay. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, so let's just save every time. Every time I do something. So next actually we can just teleport to it. We're gonna go to the forest clearing, because I want to, where's the teleport? Here it is. Because we're gonna run this dungeon a shit ton of times. So I got too close to the shopkeeper. Actually, if I was making this game, one thing I would definitely do, which I do not like about this, is that You go up to the shopkeeper, automatically puts you in the shop. There's no exit for the shop. You can open your inventory while you're in a shop, which is kind of annoying, especially if the shop looks exactly like your inventory. Like, it just, you have to physically run away from the shop to, like, that's just, I think that needs to be fixed. I don't like that at all. So anyways, we're just going to do a ton of runs of this until I get a bunch of armor and items, because each item is worth like anywhere from like 3 to 5k. And sometimes we get random loot boxes from just killing enemies, and those have random items that also have random stuff in it. So that's actually dead. We might be able to do hard. Yeah, so we got wood armor. I think those are worth like 4k or something. So I'm not really going to keep track of the math. I'm just going to keep doing it. And then once my inventory's full, I'm going to go sell everything. And then try to buy the sapphire armor again. And then we'll just have to remember to save, like I said, as often as possible to prevent wasting any progress. I imagine this is a game where when it's saved and loaded, it like saves the array or something, and the game probably just over being played for a long period of time has some kind of leak somewhere or some kind of variable, some kind of loose end that isn't tied up, and that's what's causing the game to break. That's my guess. I don't know what this is made in, so I cannot be sure. I find it kind of strange that it has multiplayer options for sending items and stuff, despite being what I would consider kind of buggy. I definitely wouldn't add multiplayer to something that isn't, I feel like it's a lower priority. If you play the game and it crashes, that's probably the higher priority. Because losing progress is one of the worst feelings of a game. Because you're already, like, playing a game, you're spending time on it, and for it to not save your progress, like, that's just obnoxious, in my mind. Perhaps other people have different opinions or different values with regards to games, but that's why I would jump off the bridge no matter what my checkpoint system. I have always gone through and retained the player's progress in some way. I've done it with other weird things too, like I would give people achievements for certain things, and I was like, okay, if you can beat the boomerangs, then obviously you have these levels unlocked. And so it wasn't like a total like exact progress thing, but I never reduced their progress in any ways. I always gave them, you know, the progress, the benefit of the doubt, I guess you can say. It also helps that, you know, if a game is hard, you value their progress more. Like if Elden Ring, you lost your progress, I imagine more people would be upset about that than if it was like some other game, you know? Okay, we're running these actually quite quick. Our inventory's filled up. I'm not going to open the loot boxes until I get into town because they're just going to take up more space. So let's try to be as efficient as possible with that. Everything we pretty much one hit, but the difficulty is that we don't have a lot of life right now. That's what the sapphire set we're gonna get does. It gives us the opportunity to get more life. I might as well just save. I'm gonna overwrite that one in case one of the saves becomes corrupt or something. I don't know. Anything is possible with these types of games. Last time we also found out that the bow sucks because it doesn't have any range, and frankly some of the spells kind of suck because they don't have range. I wouldn't mind trying to work for like lightning or something to see, like perhaps I can just get 140k and then we'll save the game and then we'll go buy some stuff and test it out to see if any of that stuff's actually worth the money. Since we're going to have 140k anyways, we might as well use it to delve into understanding the game a little bit better, get some information, see if anything's worth getting. Because some of these enemies, it's a little difficult to dodge their attack. Because your range is so abysmal. Like this guy. Like I kind of got to hit him when he dashes forward. Rather than you know, and then there's some enemies that have projectiles in the next section. I haven't been too far in the game. When I played it last, I think I barely made it to the snow place. But we're making big gains in this run here. Much faster. I could definitely see somebody doing a speed run of this. They would just have to be worried of crashing. What are we at? We're gonna need one more row of items. Okay. Also, as I play this game, I wonder how long it would actually take me to program this entirely. I can't imagine it would take that long. At least for me, anyways. As a first game, I think this is probably a really good style to start as well. Because you don't have to worry about gravity. Which is kind of a mistake I made with Jump Off the Bridge. It's not really a mistake, but it's something that you got to deal with a lot. You got to conceptualize gravity consistently. I mean, it probably makes programming this easier for me because I've dealt with the 2-dimension of gravity, and this does not have gravity. So, but you just have a bunch of enemies. Like, he didn't even program collision in this, so you don't really have to. Like, look, if I get this guy, like, he just walks through the solid. Like, I can't walk through it, but he doesn't have it programmed so that they A-star pathfind around the objects, which is relatively easy to add in Game Maker at least, because they have a function for it, but in other, programs, I'm not sure how easy it is to implement. But you don't have to worry about that. Collision is relatively simple. Everything just kind of, the most difficult aspect of it is probably just setting up the array to do the inventory system, and then also your like equips and stuff, but even that is not that big a deal. There's hundreds of tutorials on setting up a better system than the one he has here, or she, whoever made the game, I don't know. Like, for example, a lot of the modern games have like you click it and it goes to your, I don't know where that went, but like you click it and it goes into your hand, into an invisible box, array box, and then you can drag and drop it into stuff. But he has a click thing here, which I imagine both are, I mean, that's even easier than doing that box thing. But I guess we'll do one more. And then we'll save, we'll go to town, we'll sell our junk, and then we'll see how much money we're at. I'll probably get rid of Fireball, it sucks. I mean, it's like, look at the range on this thing. It's like barely, I mean, it can't even reach that. And I don't think that's a limitation of what he's programming in. I think that was intentionally done, because otherwise it'd be too strong to have range stuff. But I think that's just the nature of how the leveling system is, because the leveling system is literally, damage is infinitely scalable. Critical strike goes up to 20. Agility only goes up to a limit, because I imagine going too fast you could just run through walls, and then your HP goes up to an infinite number. So if that was done differently, and there were more variables, right now there's only health and damage. See, the difficulty is you have shields that you can put in your main hand, and those give you like they can be used as weapons, which is strange. Rather than having like a defense stat, because I imagine if you added a defense stat to this, then you'd have considerably more options, and you probably wouldn't have the scaling issue as much. And then you'd also have another variable to interact with. Perhaps an enemy could reduce your defense. Let's go to Ezerath. Let's save. I should have saved before I teleported just in case, but we're leveling up our crit to max it out. So let's do that. And then we need to go to the sell shop. And we're just going to sell all this. So these were 2K a piece. Let's sell helmets first. Sell all does not sell all helmets. It only sells the stack of helmets. These are 2K. This is almost 3K for the shield, which is pretty good. That was cheap. I think it scales based on if you're doing hard or easy or whatever. Flower blooms are 1,500. I don't know if I care about those or want them. I'm gonna sell Fireball because it sucks ass. And then we gotta open our loot boxes. Yeah, so this, okay. Let's open the loot boxes. They have to be in your main hand. So let's go outside first. 1, 2. Okay, let's see what we got. Got the golden hammer. Does 81 damage. It's 45. We got pirate hat. We're gonna end up doing the. Yeah, we're probably just gonna sell this junk anyways. Yeah, is the golden hammer good? 81 damage base. I'll have to look in the thing. Let's save. I'm just kind of worried about it crashing literally anytime I enter a building. So these are worth. That's 1,400. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I thought it was worth more. Summer hat. Okay. Pirate hat. 8,400. That's pretty good. Saw that. I want to see the golden hammer, so I'm going to keep it for now. I don't think it's that good. Let's see what the potential upgrade is. Oh, we can get it to 189. Yeah, that sucks. Let's just sell it. Yep, 8,400. Okay, we're almost at our... Honestly, that did not take that long to get to, which I'm quite happy with. Okay. Save again, because I'm afraid. Let's go to the lake. Let's run. Oh, sorry, not the lake. The forest. Well, let's do it again. Let's run it back. Also, this game is like entirely mouse click, which obviously like controller stuff would be a little bit more difficult because you'd have to like measure based on what axis they're doing, like what direction they're aiming when they attack or something. So this is all just click based, so you're drawing like a link direction from the character to wherever the mouse is in between, and then just creating an instance there. So it's really easy from a beginning game design perspective to make something like this. And all the menus are mouse click. You don't have to worry about like saving like where the button actually is, like if you're using a controller. I suppose you could just make like a mouse object and connect it to one of the joysticks, but that's obviously really slow and obnoxious. But it is possible. You can do it. I do have it in a jump off the bridge level. I do have a plan for it. So pretty good. But yes. I mean, that's probably the 140,000, but I might as well just run it a couple more times to be sure. I feel like with the summer loot box, it's definitely enough, but I'd rather be secure in my investment. And there's also a guy that we got to kill in the forest too that I think will net us like 2,500 as well. The wizard. I appreciate games like this when everybody makes their own sprites and stuff like that. I think that's what drew me into this game initially, is that it's not some kind of asset thing where they just take like an asset pack and make everything. Like, I would much rather see crudely drawn foxes and rats than like the same, asset, or like mixed asset packs that don't make any sense like together. I find that obnoxious. I guess I could say that I'm interested in a single person's vision with regards to making something. Or even if it's not a single person, it's still like, they put in effort. That's what I care about most of all. I mean, this takes more effort than just stealing a sprite, right? Ripping the sprite sheet from Mario and repainting all the stuff for your Sonic.exe game, Okay, kill this evil bush one more time. Alright, well, let's go see if we have enough money, and then I want to try to invest in some spells, because I want to see what those do. Let's save it. Save scum the crap out of this. Okay. Let's go to the cell. It's over here. Get this crap out of here. Oh yeah, we got more than enough. I do appreciate that it doesn't let you sell loot boxes. Good on them for programming that. Okay, let's so we got a gauntlet, 71 damage, and a catfish. I think catfish is just plain money. It's just like money, dude. Yeah, $22,000. Holy crap. Gauntlet's cool, but I don't think it's. I think we can get a weapon with better stuff. I mean, we got 100. We almost got 200k. Honestly, with how short it took, and almost there's a part of me that just wants to rush the next armor set. Let's go look. We gotta go. What, like, we can go this way, I guess. Yeah, to the forest. Because we can buy a teleport to the next town. Oop, I entered the wrong spot. This game also has a mini-map too, dude. It's so advanced. Okay, we're going down here. This is the wizard we had to kill. Boom, he's dead. I know you saw him for 2 seconds. This guy was eager to end our lives. We gotta go this way. I think those skulls are just denoting the like level of danger in the area, like how dangerous it is actually to fight. I think we go down here, and that's how we get to the next town. Yeah, okay. So we can buy the spell to teleport here. Yeah. So we got the return to Oakhurst. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. That's $1 million for the water cyclone. That's 3,500. We probably want the healing aura at some point. It's 250k, and lightning trick is 125. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to save. Whoa, relax, dude. And then we're gonna buy. Let's buy the cyclone and the lightning strike, and let's see if they're good. And by good, I don't really care about damage that much. I mean, that's obviously a consideration, but I need to see the range. If the range sucks, okay. They're both short as fuck. The lightning is at least longer than the attack. Yeah, it's like double the range of the attack. That's not bad. We might want to save up and get that. Okay, so let's quit. We'll load again. Hello. Heather, how are you? Oh, wait. Ignoring you? No, I have chatty up, but I'm not getting a notification from you. Hello, how are you? Read you? That's interesting. I'm not hearing a noise. Let me test it. Oh, okay. It works there. I guess maybe the game is just keeping me out. I'm just so into the game, dude. Yeah, how are you doing today? How's your day? And you even said bless you. That's super funny. You're hilarious. Yeah, no, this game, I have chatty up. And usually, like, it'll come up in the lower right corner so I can see, like, what you're saying. But for some reason, on the right-hand screen, it doesn't see. Yeah, it's been so good. Dude, your day has been so good? Do tell. I did sneeze. Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny because I can kind of place when you came here based on the sneeze. So that's pretty good. Pretty funny. So let's see here. What was I doing? Do I want to just go hard and save up 320k for the ruby helmet? It's going to break my 1.4 HP bonus I get for the Somerset, but gotta figure it out. Yeah, you hanging out with Tyler today? It's the weekend, isn't it? I'm surprised you're even on here, Heather. Thought for sure you'd yeah, I think this is the game you were in the zone for. In the zone for? You mean like in the mood for? In the zone for. Yeah, today, this is what I wanted to play. Went to Frankenmuth for Friday and today got home a couple hours ago. Dude, that's awesome. Sounds like a good day. Yeah, I was playing this yesterday and I wanted to play it again because it crashed on me and we made a bunch of progress. So, looks like Sick RPG 2. It's kind of like, you know, it's not Sick RPG, it is an RPG and it has some basic elements similar to it. It doesn't have like that kind of personality to it, but it is made by one person, I think, and so that it has a lot of their creative vision in it, which is what I like. So we're just gonna keep running the Deep Forest. And I was saying earlier, this game is actually very easy to make, and it's probably a good game to make for a first game because of the way the movement works. The collision is relatively simple. The enemies that he has made are quite bad, and I imagine could be improved quite easily. So, like, especially the bosses. Every boss is the same layout. It just changes the speed of, like, the telegraph attacks. And the telegraphs are kind of bad, to say the least. You probably, if you were going to make this game, you'd want the telegraphs to be longer. You'd want them to be a little bit more variegated. He has a dash in the game, but it kind of sucks because it's like really quick. It would actually be cool if there were telegraphed attacks from the boss that you had to dash over, essentially like a top-down, two-dimensional Fury, like you were playing that game, because there is a lot of telegraphed attacks in Fury. Yeah, I gotta turn my volume up more so I can hear when you guys chat. Just lost in my own little world here. Did you guys go and get your cheese at Frankenmuth? You guys visit the nearby Amish bulk food store? It's like the best place, dude. Yeah, we were together. We had the best day today and yesterday. Tomorrow's Bella's birthday. Ah, gotcha. Awesome. That'll be fun. Yeah, you said you're going to a water park or something for that? That should be awesome. Got 1,000,000 jelly beans. Oh, dude. How am I going to pawn this sugar off on you, dude? You're going to be like a giant bean by the time I get it to you. No, but we went to so many shops in the water park. That'll be cool. Yeah, they have a ton of shops in Frankenmuth. It's almost as touristy as Mackinac Island. Dude, I'm just so good at clearing this same dungeon over and over. The next dungeon we're going to is a little bit far away, but the enemies are kind of strong, which is why I'm trying to get more money. Evolved from Chocolate Man, melt it all down and mold it into an Easter bunny. There you go. Does it need to be in a funny little shape for you to consume it? Is that what you're telling me? You just need all that sugar to power the brain power it's going to take to make the rest of your game. Yes. Yeah, it's clear. It needs to be a funny little shape. Otherwise, you'll be dissatisfied with it. I only eat chocolate if it destroys something beautiful. That's interesting. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, though, so we're going to have to figure out what really strikes that for you. My mom used to take leftover chocolate, melt it down, and put it in Rice Krispie treats. Hey, that's a way to deal with it. I imagine if it wasn't, like, pure chocolate, though, that might be kind of gross. Like, imagine if you were just, like, melting down Kit Kats and just random stuff that you get. Like she just like, fuck it. She's like thinks that the Tootsie Rolls are chocolate and just melts those down into like that's gotta be a nightmare. That could be horrible. If it was all Hershey's though, I'm sure it'd be fine. Or like one brand. Yeah, oh my god. She's got the Rolos or whatever. She's got dots. She just puts them all in there. She's like, fuck it. These kids will eat it. Sugar. Who cares? Their developing brain stunted. I meant like chocolate bars. I gotcha. They were not all one brand though. That makes sense. She's got the Crunch Bar. She's got the Kit Kat. She's got the fucking Goodyear. She's like throwing it all. Or the Good Bar, not Goodyear. That's a tire brand. Puts it all. She puts the tire in there too. She's like, kids will eat it. Sugar. Can pass off rubber in this thing. How much? Okay, we're getting there. Get a couple more full inventories and then we'll sell them. And I think we can probably just skip the Sapphire Armor and go straight for the Chad, what was it? Amethyst or whatever? The purple pink armor? Oh, this game would also be made better if your armor actually showed on your person. That is something that obviously takes more work, but it's totally worth it. Especially if you have armor sets or like that are like unique items or something. Like that's super cool. But it requires more work. Because you either need a separate facing sprite for each one or what. There's an enemy in here somewhere. There he is. This family is full of tire stories. I would not be surprised. Hey. Tires are great. For eating, obviously. Yeah, what does that mean? I'd actually like you to expand on that, Tyler. Have you heard just like a few too many tire stories and you're like, these people eat tires in the fucking sticks out here? That's all they be doing. I'm setting up my chat so I don't have to keep turning my head to see it. The only reason I didn't do it earlier is because I had a timer set for tea, but I'll just get my tea later. Your brother burning so many they covered the back of the house in rubber set. Oh, jeez. That's a crime. You can't mention that here, dude. He's going to do time for that. Alright, what do we have? 4 more slots. Let's save it because this game is prone to crashing. Yeah, Tyler, when is your demo release for your game? I can't wait to stream and play it. You got like you got 4 years? Is that when we're coming out? In game, yeah, in game. It happened in Minecraft with the, you know, Mechanations mod. It adds tires and cars and rubber and you gotta go mine it and whatever. Four years, but I can do it in 3. I can't wait. How's your Dynamite going? Have you worked on it at all? Because you took Friday off, so I expected a lot of progress from you on the game design front. You should have been programming remote on your phone, despite going to Frankenmuth, you know? Like while you're there. Heather will understand. 2 more slots. I'm just gonna go sell stuff after this. Dynamite is not bad. Working on the explosion. That'll be fun. Easy. Okay, let's go sell stuff. Let's save it again. Let's go to town. It's up here. And we're here to sell. Get this crap out. This is Garbo. Garbo sit on shoes. Yeah? What about rubber sit on shoes? Your parents aren't divorced, right? Read my earlier. Oh. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I was thinking the one we moved the tire fire party into my mom's house and everyone had their shoes on and we ruined the carpet. It actually sounds terrible. Doesn't read female messages. Dude, I can read them, I swear. This is what I'm looking at right now. I set up my phone and I have like a tiny chat version of you guys because this game is preventing me from being a better streamer. Usually it'll come up in the lower right like you guys see it and I don't gotta worry about it. But this game is like, no. Any notifications that override any content within this game, heresy. Completely turn it off. So let's max out crit, and then we're going damage. And then we're going to open the summer loot box. Okay, we got more junk to sell. Blames the game, blames the chat. Good lord, what next? Pff, it's all downhill from here. Absolutely downhill. Well, of course not. He hates women. I don't believe that. Unless that's the character that you guys want me to portray, then I can do that. If it makes this more interesting, I'll do that for you. Play the misogynist for chat here. What am I doing? I'm saving. And then we're running the dungeon again. Also, why... This is like just a random thing. But why would you change the image X scale of the rocks based on where the player is? They're fucking rocks. Why are they like alive? Like what the hell's the point? He must have some kind of enemy class and he's copying it from, and then it just has the like change direction in there or something. I don't know. Seems like an oversight to make your rocks look at you. Like, are you gonna hit me? Please hit me. Break me open. Give me copper. I got a lot of good stuff in here. I'm like a geode. Never know till you crack me open. Got a shower. Might knock me out. The shower? What are you gonna go to bed in the shower, dude? Come on, man. There's so much content here. Aren't you itchy? Weird POV fetish? What, you don't like the rock cracking thing? Huh? Is that not your kink? Bronoham's a rat. No itchy per se. Not itchy per se. Yeah, how could you be itchy after today, man? It leaves me more questions that you're not going to answer because you're going to go shower. Oh, I was itchy. Had to rinse off. Maybe it's from... You said you went to the water park, right? Maybe it's the chlorine or something? Ah, yeah, okay. I guessed it. Right before you said it. Boom. I just know various children pee on me. In-game, yeah. Honestly, it's probably more than that, let's be frank. Because if you think about it, like, it's probably a lot. Yeah, if you drank any of that water, you're going to have a strong gut biome pretty soon, if it isn't already. The damn hot tub was 0% water, all chlorine. They gotta do it like that, dude. It's the general public. They can't just leave, you know, water that everyone gets into normal. There's gonna be people that have, like, you know, STDs and stuff or something. There's gonna be people that have, like, fungal infections on their feet. They probably go to the water park to clean them. They've got, like, warts and stuff, you know? I mean, they gotta chlorine the hell out of that. Actually, you probably just swam in bleach, honestly. That's why you're itchy. Dude, we got a weapon loot box. Also, I had an observation while we were there. I don't know if I can vent it here. You can vent it there. I can decide what I read on chat. Unless you mean that your own capability in storytelling is, you know, lackluster and it'll be difficult to communicate over text and would be better communicated in person, then we can wait for that. But man, how many times have I slashed this bush in half, dude? Completely wrecked it. Oh, we have a lot more slots, dog. We can go forever. We did gain levels. Maybe I should start increasing my HP as well. On the way there, I saw no one of this complexion in any of the stores we went to. None of the road even. Then we got there. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That's interesting. Maybe water parks is part of the stereotype. Where was the water park? I don't even... Was it near Frankenmuth? Not complaining, just saying. Yeah, I mean, obviously Frankenmuth is German, so that you're going to see a lot of Germans. That's just natural. They spawn under the... Yeah, the Germans spawn under the water park. Yeah, Germans. It's because they worked on the submarine in World War II, so they're really familiar with water. It's like a hereditary trait that's passed down through them. We are slowly getting items with save, so my progress is not reduced to ashes. Then we left. That sounds like a whole story. 0 Germans, yep. They all, you know, congregate in German-named towns, is what it is. Dude, I'm so good at slashing these things. Holy crap. This is just like a DDR game for me now. A few slots left, and then we'll see how much money we're at. I think we need, what, 320 for one piece of armor? But then I can max it out. The water park is cheap enough to get in everything. It's cheap enough to get into everything and everywhere, and Frankenmuth is expensive. Yeah, because it's touristy, dude. That's how they get you. They're like, oh man, these people spend more because they're coming from out of town. They're showing up. She's just saying that Frankenmuth's expensive. That makes sense. I'm sensing a bunch of microaggressions from you, Tyler, though. So, are you guys going to a water park again? Yeah, but seriously, in-game. Are you going to... Oh, I thought you said that her birthday was going to be at a water park. Or did you do like a pre-birthday celebration at the water park, and then you're going to do like a normal birthday with a cake or something tomorrow? Is that what Tyler was talking about, wearing the Speedo to or something? Because if that's the case, you know... doing that in somebody's house, that's a whole different level of bold that I didn't take Tyler for. I wish you would have said it was tomorrow. wonder if we can one-hit this thing. Celebration Friday, Saturday we're just doing a little something with her and my parents, and then tomorrow. Speedo. Yeah, were you not here when Tyler was talking about his plan? Long story. It's a super long story. Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out later. Tomorrow, maybe. Depending on how Tyler's feeling. Save game. We're going to sell our junk. And we're going to see if we have enough money to buy a piece of armor. Speaking of which, did Tyler meet, what's his face at this party? The ex-husband? Spill the tea, please. I need to know. We got quite a bit of loot boxes to open, actually. Please give me fish. Dude, Edge of Power. That seems kind of good. Warrior helmet. Dude, he did meet the ex himself. Wow. Okay, this sucks, but that is 85 upgrades. That only is 66. I don't think we're going to get anywhere. If I worked out a ton, OD'd on creatine, bought a speedo, and then continuously found reasons to talk to the ex. Got it. The humor of what would be. That could have been something. That could have been something. Do we got the sunfish too? We gotta sell this. I'm selling the Edge of Power too. It's worth 10k. Sell these summer clothing. Sunfish is 22k. Holy crap. 7k for that. Park at 8. That's 7. Dude, we got 400,000. It would have been quite a sight. I can only imagine. Okay. Save again. Because I'm afraid. And then we're going to go actually buy our first piece of armor. In the armory. So we're going to get... It doesn't matter which one. They're both the same. I'm going to get the chest plate first, I guess. And then we're going to go grind for the other one. So let's put the chest plate on. Dude, okay, we have no armor set bonus. But it's got 150 upgrades, and we're going to use it to get the slot. There you go. Heather's stroking your ego for you. You'll be set. You didn't need to mog him. Wow, we went from 6k damage to 65,000 damage. Oh, stop it, you. You guys are just flirting in my chat. What the fuck am I reading? And you guys are already dating. There's no point in flirting anymore. Hey y'all, I'm here to third wheel. Hello, Jazz. How are you? Finally, a third wheel. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to upgrade this. Let's save again because I bought it. And then we're going to go with well, we can sell first. And now instead of one-shotting everything, you're one-shotting everything. I might be able... Nah, hold on. I didn't one-shot the boss before, so I'm probably going to one-shot the boss. Doing good. Dude, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. How's work today? Bro, now look at you got all these emojis and everything. Okay, we're gonna... How much does it take to max this? It takes 25k to max. I want a health max, I think. Potential for 5,000 health. Let's do that. So now we have 9,000 damage, 5,000 health, and then with our damage bonus, we have 2.26 times our damage. So we're doing pretty good. We're doubling our total damage. We're doing fat damage, and then we're going to go run this dungeon more. Actually, I might be able to do the next dungeon consistently. No work, went to Top Golf with some people, had a great time, and exposed I'm terrible at golf. Dude, if you need help at golf, just ask Drew, dude. He's done lessons. He specifically chose a apartment that has a digital golf simulator in it, so you can play it all the time. It's kind of impressive. He went super hard. I used to work at a golf course, actually. So, I know a little bit. Dude, hi, Thomas. How you doing today? How was your day? Did you work today? Tell us about it. Everybody, bro. We got everybody here. So, I'm going to be a little bit ballsy, and we're going to go to the next area. So, let's save my game. Let's see if my 12,000 life allows me to get to the next dungeon. Whoop, that's not here. I got to go down more. Actually, it might be faster to go up. Yeah, let's do that. Teleport to Oakenhurst, and then go down. I tried making a game in Game Maker. Dude, that's awesome to hear. How did it go? Were you using programming, drag and drop? What were you struggling with, if anything? Were you like, man, I can do this? Easy. Did you watch some tutorials? Yeah, and what kind of game? That's an even better question, too. What were you trying to make? Okay, there's a lot of enemies over here. I was talking earlier when I started stream that a game like this would be relatively easy to make. I might just do it for fun. Okay, so Swamp Throughway. We can do hard, I guess. I don't think it matters. Let's use our heal. It only heals 20%, but... Okay, these guys do damage. I don't know what the best time to dodge is. They also shoot through walls, which is kind of annoying. I feel like bum rushing it is just best. I do one-hit everything. I watch your streams and some YouTube tutorials. Awesome. Good to hear. Yeah, I can probably, at some point I can probably just make a game from scratch. Oh, I died, dude. Oh my goodness. I got wiped. Okay, so our health is not high enough to beat that. But we might be able to do the Swamp Throughway on easy and then just get to the next dungeon and then run it. So let's try that. Yeah, I can probably actually do a game from scratch and talk about some of my thoughts on the stuff with Game Maker, because that might be useful for both of you, and I kind of want to make this game to see how fast I can make it. I probably will need help with the inventory because I haven't made an inventory in a long time, but that could be fun. And then Tyler could look at it too in case he wanted to make a stick RPG or something. Bronoham in chat. Oh, did I click hard again? Oh, jeez, it was just a reflex. Okay, let's try to beat this. I'm pretty sure this just leads to the next dungeon. Let's just heal. I think that thing one-hit me last time. Okay. What happened? I missed out the notification. Dude, it happens, man. Days are long. Sometimes you're just busy. Your hands, your mind, your brain, everything's busy, dude. Valid excuse. It do happen, man. We're all human in chat. I got goo from that. Okay, I took a lot of damage, so let's try to stay and heal. Okay, dodge that. So I think if I remember correctly, this part up here is very difficult. You guys allowed on, or not allowed on Twitch till 8 p.m.? Yeah, they all came on at 8. I was going to say, that's kind of interesting. Everyone should. Okay, we got to dodge this. This is awful. I think I die if I... Okay, we got it. I think that was it. Awesome. Okay, we got a thorn helmet. Is that better than this? Yeah, dude. Even just base, that's better than this. Okay, and we don't have a set bonus, so it doesn't matter. Let's aim for health. 8 p.m. block is when I make sure I'm free for y'all. Dude, Jazz in chat. Okay, let's save, because we beat that. Let's see what these guys got to sell. They got a bow, which the bow kind of sucks. Dual thorn blades, that's 3,000 damage for each of them, no upgrades. They have a basic lightning strike for 75k, and a 35% healing aura for 75k, which is not bad. We have a 20% right now. And we have the Ring of Demise, which gives us some crap. Ring of Rock, dude. 250k for that. Potion of Power. Potion of Defense. Defense plus 20%? We don't even have a defense stat, do we? Cast into water. I'm stuck always when my player touched ground. The whole game's stuck and I can't do anything. Do you have any idea where could be the problem? Yeah, so the problem is probably in your collision code, and it's probably, if the whole game gets stuck, then what's happening is you're probably getting an infinite loop. So you probably have a wrong plus or minus sign somewhere, would be my guess, because it'll be like, depending on where the player's colliding, either horizontally or vertically. Generally, all the tutorials have a while loop that checks based on the sign of the thing. So I would compare the code for the tutorial that you looked at with your code to make sure that every single plus or minus sign is correct. And if it is, then you'll have to, see. But I imagine it's a plus and minus is wrong, or you have a plus after like a Y instead of an X or something. That would be my guess. Yeah, Brono doesn't stream. It's because Brono's got a new stream schedule, right? You're doing what, Tuesday, or you're doing Monday through Thursday or something, I think you said, because you're usually gone on weekends. I thought that was your thing. Gotta share the love and feels with Big C. It's true. I need my mod in chat, bro. My only mod. Drew said he didn't want to do free labor. For shame. Monday through Thursday. Okay, I thought so. Thanks, I'll try it. Yeah, if you have any trouble, you can just send me the picture of the code on Discord and I can take a look at it. He's doing 2 days a month for half an hour. Hey, did you see his cooking video he put on his YouTube channel? That was 50 minutes long. He mentioned some of us in it. Okay, that's Swamp Throughway. Is this just a mining node over here? This is obsession with slime goo, I guess. Mining seems kind of useless, but it's an addition for sure. Okay, we got everything here, so that's cool. Heather, we awake? Defend my honor? Nope. Sucks to suck. Attack Lord came around, no one think of entering the cave. You know there are over 1,000 potion reviews? Anyways, I have a challenge. 100 goo. Dude, I get 15,012. Okay, that's not bad. But I'm going to need a lot. Feather, nope. Sucks to suck, dude. So, do I just keep doing the Swamp Throughway? I think I do. Is that the dungeon? Problem is this might be above my HP level right now. I gotta dodge. This is the one that does the most damage. I don't want to spend money, but I need to get 320,000 for the other armor piece. And then I'll have a bunch more health. Oh god, okay, I made a mistake. I didn't expect him to be there. Okay, he's dead. We will die in one shot, I think, if we don't heal, so... Okay, never mind, we did not die. That did like, what, 4k damage or something? Okay, so this Swamp Throughway just keeps going back and forth like that. That's kind of obnoxious. I thought there was another dungeon. Maybe I gotta go find it. I can't believe you all. He gives the best place for your heathen chats, and you're all ganging up on him. What the hell? Your heathen chats. Heather's moralizing Bruno's chat, dude. You guys hear that? Heathens? Do you identify with that? These blueberry jelly beans are hideously bad tasting. Dude, didn't you say you bought a ton of them? That's kind of horrible. Okay, we got that. Let's heal. I think there's another actual real dungeon that we can go to, because this one sucks ass, honestly. Only because I don't have enough HP in it. Oh, get in. Okay, never mind. I might just be getting good. I might just have to get good, and I was just complaining. I'm just being whiny, I think. Gotta make sure my dash is up, though. Blue normally is the best flavor of jelly bean. A lot of illegal trades are made in my chat. She has a point. Illegal trades. That's true. You have a black market, Tyler. That's what you're running. A black market of attention and other kinds of attention. That's what it is. Notice how Kashi is absent from this chat. Literally the same blue as your name, Jazz. Cody, you are one of the said heathens. Actually, I think you start a lot of it. I don't think I do. I actually think it's puzzled. I'm going to be frank. He's the one that always starts it. It's unbelievable. Sounds like you're having trouble coping right now. I'm going to be honest. Am I getting items from this? Oh, I am. Spike shield. Interesting. Thorn hammer. The grass blade. It's better than my blade by a couple points of damage. Put it on. Be more heathenistic in Bruno's chat to take the crown from Cody. Yeah, there you go. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be competing. Jazz is making a whole game out of it. Perfect. Blue raspberry is absolutely the best flavor to exist. I'm not gonna, doubt that. I'm gonna be honest. Insanely true. The reason I'm not going to doubt that it's the best flavor is because the last time I had something blue raspberry was probably like a lifetime ago. I'm going to be frank. I can't even remember what that tastes like. But I can imagine blueberries and raspberries together in a smoothie. That's got to be pretty good. They make bags of just the blue raspberry Sour Patch Kids, and I have a coworker who keeps bringing me them, and I keep eating the whole bag. That's pretty funny. Jade got the, what was it, like the Laffy Taffy Yellow or something? She got like a whole, 10-pound thing of it. It's kind of amazing. I didn't mind the blue jelly beans, but they weren't the best because they didn't taste like raspberry. It's like you're suffering, dude. Now you committed to a whole bag. I guess I'm going to have to bring the chocolate over, but I'll have to melt it into something that you like to eat. I'm taking so much damage. But it don't matter. Okay. So we're gaining a bunch of items. Did you buy a lot? He bought a lot. He bought a metric ton. I didn't mind the blue cherry beans because they weren't the best because they didn't taste like... Okay, got it. I just want to make sure I read Heather's message. I did. I'm not ignoring her. Is this the muddy cave? Oh, maybe I gotta... I don't think this is the muddy cave. I gotta go find the muddy cave. Candy store called Sugar Rush. It's a pretty good name for a store. Let's be honest. I wonder if Dash actually does that. Physically move the player over top of the thing? I feel like it does, but... Dude, 1.5 pounds. That sucks to suck, dude. Okay, I almost died there, but it doesn't matter because death has really no effect, I don't think. Let's up our damage just a little bit because we're not insta-killing those things. We can obviously level this sword. Yeah. Let's go find the muddy cave. That's what I want to do. Just sneak a... Yeah, why didn't you... I'm sure they had samples, dude. Probably, pour it out in some giant, thing. Let's save. That's what I was going to do. Grubby hands in the bean pool. You didn't want to do that, but you got in the water at the water park without any reservations. Okay, man. I see where your stuff lies. Oh, is this the dungeon? What is this? Oh. This might be where it leads to the muddy cave. Yeah. Okay, we're almost killing these things. Yeah, dude, they went to a whole water park, dude. Without us. Without chat. They didn't even stream it. For shame, right? We have 160k. Let's wait for our heal to get back up. Oh, what? They respawn? Cringe? Okay, so I think that's where the cave is. So what do we want to do? Let's see how much our stuff sells for. Because if I can get the next piece of armor, that's what I want to do. Save. Streaming is TOS dirt. Is it? So nothing's gonna beat my armor right now. Got 4 summer loot boxes. Okay. Open those. Oh. For some reason it's nighttime. Got catfish and a shad we can sell. Easy. Dude, that's a lot of money. Edge of power. That's enough to get their next armor set, dude. Let's go get it. Perfect. Thank you, loot boxes. There's one slide, free for all. For slamming in the side was crazy. Dude. We'll go to Kalahari one day. Yeah, isn't that in between, like Michigan and Ohio? I like how it has a night effect on this level, but it applies to my fucking inventory too. Like, what is that? Fix it, mod. Holy crap. Or fix it, game dev. Terrible. Okay, so we need to go to this place. Allergic to water, unfortunately. I'm not allergic to water. I just have an aversion to different types of water. But it's fine. I can bring my spray bottle and my ascorbic acid to, you know, yeah, blaming mods again. Yeah, you know what? It's easy. Okay. Let's put our armor on. Alright, we got plus 30 crit and we have 15k life. There's so much chlorine. You'll be fine. That's the problem. There's too much chlorine. No, I'm sure it'd be fine for a day. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fine. I'm going to be the guy that brings the ascorbic acid, which will neutralize all the chlorine, and then it won't have an effect, and then the place will just get a bunch of bacteria. Who is this? Why is he here? Okay, he's gone, but don't make it harder than it has to be. Dude, you're the one that makes your own decisions. What are you... You acting like Chad has autonomy over you, man? Are you submissive? What's your thing, man? You mean to pull up the rock POV again? What's happening? Oh, dude, I gotta try it. It does mad damage, bro. Sick. Be safe, don't slip. Dude, I'm using the trident. Let's, actually, let's sell the grass thing. 7k, boom, good. Rock would help. I don't think it would help. Do we want... that does already more damage. Let's do our health, and then can we... we can't max it. Okay, whatever. Save. Alright, we got a new weapon. We got our armor set. We can go back to that place. The swamp. Okay, and then we can try making our way to the next dungeon. Okay, I do like a mad damage now. Let's put our... I don't want the teleport to be there. We probably actually need to save up and get the next healing spell, because that would be useful for me. But if I just learn how to actually dodge these bullets. Okay. It's okay, we're good. I'm too good now. The Muddy Cave. Alright, we have to beat it on easy. That's our mission, so we're going to do that first. Need something crunchy to eat. Sounds like you're going to have to go get something then. Why crunchy? Is that a texture for you right now? You're just like, man, this needs to happen. You're one of those machines that make good ice. Dude, I used to chew ice as a child every day. I did that constantly. It's been so long since I've been chewing ice, dude. But I still feel the habit. Gum just doesn't do the same for me. Crushed ice? Oh my god. That's a vibe. Okay, he's dead. Easy. Just like crunchy, but I don't like chips. Interesting. I suppose chips can be kind of dangerous. They can cut you, you know? They fight back. Ugh, I got bodied. Gotta make my way to the muddy cave again. Gotta memorize his bullet pattern. I might do cucumber, but I don't want the flavor right now. I also have cucumbers in my fridge right now. You have carrots. You could do carrots. Those are pretty crunchy. Next, you're gonna tell me you don't like carrots, though. I feel it. I have an inkling. Let's do medium. Don't like carrots. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. My intuition was like, she doesn't like carrots. Got it. Noted. Oh my god, how did I die? I think he shot me. Okay, so what do we need then? We probably need more HP, which means we just need money. Which, I guess we can just keep running this. We're making money. Man, I honestly cannot think of a moment where I'm like, I really want this particular texture, and then I go and eat that. That's kind of unique, I will say. Jade's kind of like that with like certain foods though. She'll be like, oh, I don't want something hot, or I don't want something cold. I don't really think about it like in that fashion. I mean, I have cravings for food, but not for texture. Like, I'm not like, oh, I need something soft. I don't generally do that. I'll be like, oh man, like every morning I have like yogurt that I mix like cinnamon and sugar and, or not sugar. I mix cinnamon, honey, 99% chocolate, and some cacao powder in. Ice is food. Yeah, but it's not a craving for like the texture, right? Like I'm not like, man, I really need something crunchy. I'm like, oh, I need ice. It's like, oh, I need something slimy. I need something gritty that I can chew. Yeah, right? Like, that's what I'm thinking of. I need something that's like tearing ligaments with my teeth. I need to use my molars. I need to sharpen my incisors with this whetstone. Okay. Medium is pretty good. My teeth yearn for the crunch. That's a way to put it. I'm getting really good at this. Medium dungeon. Their bullets go so much further than mine do, it's kind of upsetting. Okay. If I take damage, I just gotta jump in. I feel like the boss is gonna be relatively easy, but it's these fucking dudes. And the dash doesn't seem to actually dash. Or I think my hitbox is actually my entire person. No, it isn't. It's just that square. But for some reason, I get hit. Okay, let's see if we can learn one at a time. Oh, yeah. That's how we do it. Okay, I took damage. That's fine. I think the boss is after this guy, so let's heal for a second. Okay, I think I can do it. Okay, nope, there's quite a bit more. Ugh. Okay, I think I take damage if I touch him too. So I take collision damage and I take a bullet collision damage. Okay, here's the boss. Okay, I can actually kill him quite simply. I just have to survive long enough. Mudstone armor. It's not as good as this, though. It has 210 upgrade slots, though. That's kind of crazy. That's like a... That's quite significant. Okay. And how much... I guess we just need to beat this on hard. Can we do that? We can try. Still seems like the forest is probably the best way to grind money since it's so easy. Okay, we gotta be really careful. That was not careful enough. They're all in 2s. That was perfect. That was not perfect. Putting the nugget ice maker in my Amazon wish list. Yeah, they're like, what, 50 to 100 bucks or something? They're a little loud, so make sure you read the reviews. I went to somebody's apartment a month ago or something, and they had one of those things, and it was like annoying. Just how loud it was. Okay, we gotta heal. And then... Perfect, that was a really good one. I think it's only because it's easier to dodge vertically versus horizontally, because my character is more ambiguous. Okay. I need one. They're so good, dude. Ice crunchers in chat, rise up. Oh, okay. We 170. Damn. Those are big money. All right, let's I honestly feel I can grind. Well, actually, I don't need to grind money right now. I need to go upgrade my weapon is not fully upgraded, and that's not fully upgraded. Let's save just in case this game crashes. Okay, I want to finish upgrading the health. Okay, so that's max, I'm assuming, and we got another bunch of upgrades on that. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. And then what are we doing? I guess do we want to get the... I don't know. I guess we gotta beat the muddy cave on hard. That's the next thing we gotta do. So let's try to just keep throwing bodies at it till we get it. And then if that doesn't work, then we can always get a bunch of money, get the super expensive heal spell that heals like 40-50%, and then we can just use those. Come here, my child, for the thwacking of a lifetime. Actually, I got probably levels up, right? I'm gonna put it into HP. Okay, this map has good open space versus those tight corridors, so I think that'll be much easier to fight in. Oh. Okay. Okay, we took a lot of damage on that. Let's try to pull one at a time. Much easier to dodge when there's not crossing bullet paths. Okay. Probably bottom one. Yep. Okay. All the complaints are about the noise of the machines. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they're so noisy. They're much noisier than you would ever imagine. It's kind of surprising how annoying they are. Because not only do they have like a cycle that like randomly happens quite often, or consistently happens quite often, they also have like a dropping thing. It's fine. Yeah, just wear your headphones, dude, in your house. It's all for ice, dude. It's for the ice. It's for that crunch. What are you gonna do without the crunch? The things you do for the crunch, man. The sacrifices we have to make. Actually, you know what has really good crunch? The wheat seeds. Just buy a bunch of wheat seeds and eat those. Those have insane crunch. Cart, just ice machine, and high-end earplugs. Gotcha. High-end earplugs. Yeah, perfect. You just live your house in perpetual. Make sure you have like a fire emergency light or something in your apartment. Okay, probably a couple guys left and the boss, which I think I can just end up YOLOing and tanking the damage. Probably heal a little bit. We have 28k life, so that's cool. If the ice machine takes me out, so be it. Yeah, you're completely content with that. Like, I did it for ice. It's worth it. I'll be a martyr. Okay, we gotta go to the sand place next, I guess. I have stuff to sell too. Okay. Let's get out of here. Because I hate these projectile shooting slimes. I'm sick of them. If the fire starts, the ice machine will put it out. Maybe if you throw ice cubes at it, right? Maybe it'll be so loud, it'll create so much air pressure that it'll just blow out any fire. Then you don't even have to worry about it. Or your mouth will be so cold you're breathing, you'll just be able to blow it out. Save. Let's, actually, saving on top of a teleport platform in this game sounds like a horrible idea, so let's not do that. We gotta sell stuff. I'm just an ice dragon. Yeah, you are. You're becoming an ice dragon if you aren't already one. That's 800 damage. Is that better than my thing? That does 1,000 damage. What the fuck? That does 2k damage. And that's almost fully upgraded. That does 1,000. Here, let's go look at the... I gotta see it. Blacksmith. What is the potential of this? For 4,000. 120. Let's just take this. Yeah. Just max it out as much as we can. Swap. Then we can sell the trident. Sells for 22k. Cool. Let's put that there. Use it. That. And then we're going to sell this. I might be going too fast for this game. It's going to crash on me. I feel it. Okay. We're level 61. Put another point into health. I think there were people that wanted like seeds or something, right? In the lake. Could you get me 7 seeds? There you go. Perfect. Could you possibly get me one? A wolf hide hat? What the fuck is that? Okay, it's dead. A lot of weird stuff happening down by the lake, guys. I got the zap. Dude, I just wasted all this money and I got the zap sword. What the fuck? Let's save the game again. Let's sell the last sword we got. We got the zap sword now. Back up to 63 thou. Okay, I'm gonna do... Do I want to do runs of... Is that necessary? Is there a person that wants teeth? I got like 1,000 of them. Nope, no one. Okay. What is our next goal here? I could do runs of the forest section. We got a pretty good kit. It gives us 30 crit as well. Head to the desert is our next quest. Do we have a map? Dude, there is a map. Holy. Is that the beach? There's an oak forest. There's a glacier in the great ocean. And there's a mystery battle up here. Got a lot of content to go through, dude. Oh, the desert's here. I didn't see it. I feel like I want to get a healing spell. So in Curse, there's like a really expensive. Is this the Elden Ring? Yeah, dude, look at that, bro. There's so much content here. I was just in the muddy mining region in the swamp. But there's like a shroom infestation down here. There's like a bunch of places I haven't been. And then, I mean, look at Midnight, the Deadlands, Cold Heart. We got so much content to go through. This is like the best $5 I ever spent. And I got the DLC too. Which I'm assuming might be some of the stuff. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so do I just want freelo money? Yeah, let's do freelo money. Actually, it's probably better to do the swamp. Rona's back and less stinky. He's less itchy. All those chlorine from the water park made him itchy. Let's go back to the swamp. I want to do more of this. Jury's still out. Jury do be out. Okay, one hit him now. Actually, I think I did one hit these guys, but not the hard ones. Okay. Okay. Let's do Muddy Cave on hard a few times. Get some money. I can't just body this instantly, which is my problem with it. Yeah, maybe I should just do the forest. Let's do the forest. It's much easier. Turns your hair green if you go in too much. What? What kind of hair do you have? Yeah, what? I haven't ever heard of anybody's hair going green. Yeah, what? Why are you asking us what? We asked you what, dude? It does that if you have light-colored hair. Interesting. So you have blonde hair then? I guess I could see that then. Or light brown, I guess. Those are the only two light-colored hairs, right, that exist, I think. I think I'm right. Dirty blonde. Yeah, dirty blonde. Turns into dirty green blonde in the chlorine. Okay, dude, we just one-tapped that bush. 194,000 damage. Dang, Bruno knows. Dude, he's been stalking your social media. He's got a whole conception of what you look like. He can draw you on stream now. You pay attention sometimes. Dude, what are you talking about? That's your whole chat is paying attention. You're the best at it. Easy. The Grand General of the Muddy Caves didn't take me down because I beat his ass. I feel like I posted pics of me in here. Have you? I don't think you have. I saw the dogs. Yeah, never. Time to post selfies now that we all know. Everybody's picking up streaming. Jazz, when are you picking up streaming? You gonna stream your accounting or something? Or your Frostpunk gameplay? Have a Twitch. There you go. Oh, I didn't even see the profile pic, honestly. I'll have to look at that. I was like, what the hell is a PFP? Social media lingo, dude. You're in it. I want to stream so bad, I just haven't gotten all set up. I'm slacking. Really, dude? I'd definitely look at it. That sounds like fun. Don't ask Cody what a JPEG is. He'll blow up. No, I don't have any qualms about that. Worst day is the first day. Yeah, honestly, you just learn everything as you go. Like, I recently spent a little bit of extra time trying to find CSS code for the chat, because it would show up the chat in the box, but it wouldn't carry the second line under your guys' names, and I hated that. I absolutely hated it. Because then you'd have like these big blocks of text with like an indent. Oh my god, it drove me insane. And I had to figure that out. But yeah, you just learn as you go. OBS is pretty straightforward. I record all my streams on my own drive as well, so if I ever want to re-upload stuff or take clips, I can do that eventually. But I figured keeping up with just being consistent is a good first goal, so... Yeah, I'm not nervous or worried it'll be bad. I just legit haven't got the PC stuff set up for it. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Depending on what you're doing. Almost got a full inventory of Garbo to sell. Ah, the beauty. Awesome. Easy mode. Also looks like some of those bushes up here. Oh, maybe it's... They're on a higher layer than the player, so it's a little weird that they cover them. I got a blast. My dad's coming in the morning to fix my floor, and he got everything situated for him. No problem, dude. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out, Jazz. I'm going to end stream pretty shortly here, too. I'm just trying to run to get some money, and then I might get the healing thing, and then I got some time planned with Jade, so that's what I'm going to do after this. Yeah, good luck. Good luck on getting that floor fixed, man. Puppy's a terrorist. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. On the grind. And thank you, Bruno, for modding my chat. I'll do one more, and then we'll sell everything. And then once I sell everything, I'll see how much money I have, and then we'll go check the price of the... I think it was like 320 or something, 320,000. So it might take next stream to get to it, but... It'll be worth it, because I'm pretty sure it was a much higher health percentage. Keeping the riffraff out for you, boss. Dude, all that riffraff. There is a lot of it. You'd be surprised. People that come in here tell us they're busy. Can buy followers and stuff. Man, for shame. Okay, we're selling all this garbage. Pretty much all of it. The only reason I'm keeping these items, the seeds and the thorns and then the goo, is because there's quests for them, which I feel like I gotta complete eventually. Because it's just free money. Okay, so I accidentally used my teleport. That's good. Okay, since we're here. I know, dude. I'm like, what, 17 followers away? So theoretically, I probably should be playing games that have like a big category so people can find me or whatever. Like I got quite a bit of followers from software development or whatever, so I'll probably do some more of that soon. But I just had so much fun playing this yesterday. $20 in followers and the next bot comes through. Oh no. Yeah, Healing Aura is 42% life and it's $250,000. So that's what we're going to aim to get next time. Actually, let's move up here and save as well. Okay. And then before I go, since you didn't see the start of stream, Tyler, I'll show you what I was working on because I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I got to compile my game though, so give me a minute. Ugh. I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but the sweet and short aspect of it is that I wanted a distinction between people that complete levels and people that don't complete them, because with the way the game is currently, which you'll see eventually when I release it, is that you can earn keys to unlock levels. So I created a star in the top right, and then if you complete a level, you get the gold dancing star, and he dances to show off. Look at that. That's content right there. I gotta add an invisible object in all the levels that you collide with to make it so that it saves the fact that you completed the level, but every level you'll be able to earn your dancing star and become the dancing star. And then I can make an achievement for players that get all gold stars in one particular mode or something. So then I can differentiate between people that actually complete levels and people that don't complete levels. Because I want to make it accessible. If somebody like struggles with the boomerang level and they have a key, I want them to be able to just skip the boomerang level and get to content they want to see. So what if the star was on the level block thumbnail? That is a better idea. But you wouldn't be able to see his boots. But that's true. Yeah, should I just have like 80 dancing stars? I actually don't mind that idea. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny to think about. I don't think I'm going to do that because I like to see what the level icon is, but that is pretty funny. Yeah, I could do that. 10% of sales. 10% of sales, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, but then it covers up my icons. Only when you hover it, but then that's just the... Yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad idea, for sure. It's kind of funny. I do like the idea of seeing, like, 40 dancing star guys. Yeah, you hover over it. I get that. I might consider that. I'll think about it. I don't like it right now because I like what I'm working with, but I could do that. Yeah, I'll keep it where I have it right now. It looks uniform. Whatever you want to do. 10% is 10%. Get the fuck out of here. Man. So yeah, I quite like that. I thought that was really cool. It took me a couple hours to do it today. But so worth it. Now I just have to put this pink box everywhere in my thing. It's like this invisible pink thing before each level. So I have to go through and do that. Maybe I'll just stream myself doing it level by level, painstakingly. That could be a great stream. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you Heather, Bronoham, Thomas, Mojo. Drew didn't make it, unfortunately. Jazz. Thank you, Jazz. I think that's everyone that showed up in my chat. If you aren't talking and you're here, I appreciate you showing up. Have a great... Oh, dude, Drew was here the whole time. I can't do 2 more hours. I promised Jade I'd spend time with her. So, you're going to have to sit there and do... You're going to have to figure out what to do with yourself. I skipped the Sapphire Armor, if you saw, and I went straight for the next thing. Get on Elden Ring. Yeah, when is Drew streaming? Drew, this is where you pick off. I do the 7 to 9 during this time, and then you pick off after me. Tell Jade to get it. She is going to stream. She's got to do her Stardew thing, dude. She'll figure that out eventually. And then I'm going to have to buy my own stream camera, because I'm technically stealing hers right now. So, dude, I can't believe Drew was here the whole time. Holy crap. We're going to finish Ezerath together, you and me, the whole way through. But anyways, who the fuck would be viewing me? Not you, because you leave for a reason. Well, I got here late. Gotcha. Well, what I'll do is I'll just give you the viewer. I'll just pull it up like I do in the background, and then when I'm on, I'll watch it. And then if I'm not, then whatever. You'll still get the viewer, so you can get your watch time. I think I have all the watch time and all the other goals met. I just need followers. So you doing the shirtless push-ups, Drewby, dude? Drew's gonna be doing everything. He's gonna be doing Elden Ring push-ups, pull-ups, straight leg raises, calf, one leg calf raises, everything. And he's gonna give us he's gonna have the camera network on top of his ceiling set up so he can move the camera immediately. Like I'd need to. Oh my god, /me faints. Alright guys, have a good night. Don't work too hard. Take it easy, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna do programming or Ezerath, but I'll figure it out. So, peace.